Yikes! You guys, this keto quarantine situation is becoming dire. One day in early April, I slipped on my jeans and holy moly, they were snug. Now I have a lot of excuses. They start with stress, anxiety, chaos in working at home with a new coworker in the house, and the biggest stress of all, I'm just going to say it, dun dun dun, menopause. So as I was preparing for today's content, my Twitter friend Sandra quipped to me, I was just cruising along like a happy little butterfly and bam! Me too, Sandra. I was cruising along like a happy little butterfly and bam! Menopause and quarantine knocked me over. I needed to get control and fast. I wanted my jeans to be able to fit fine again. So today I have these 5 strategies that I implemented right away. They're working for me. I hope they work for you. And I'm calling these my Keto Success and Maintenance Winning Formula. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Christine here with another episode of 5 on Fridays, where I usually share 5 tips to help you navigate your keto or intermittent fasting lifestyle. Make sure you like, comment, share, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down in the corner there so you'll be the first to know when a video drops on Fridays. And don't forget, you can find me on Instagram right up here. I usually post there daily. I have to mention one quick disclaimer before we get into the nitty-gritty strategies today. I am not a healthcare provider. I'm just a blessed girl who was finally gifted the proper lifestyle for my metabolic mess. Keto and intermittent fasting were the keys to me losing over 100 pounds and regaining my health and freedom in living. I've been in maintenance now for a little over 2 years, but the past few months have been rough. So here we go. The number 1 strategy is movement. My friends, we got to get moving again. The first couple of weeks of this quarantine stay-at-home order, I found myself sitting on the couch night after night, binging on Netflix. That's not something I typically did before this quarantine. I hadn't been moving much for over a year because I had a torn rotator cuff. Again, another excuse, I know. And I was feeling really lethargic and fatigued, and I think that was a huge side effect of menopause. So anyhow, I quickly set a very ambitious goal for myself to exercise twice a day for 30 days. I walked outside in the freezing cold in Michigan. Remember, this was March and April, and Michigan weather was not cooperating. It still doesn't feel like spring here. But anyhow, I was able to check off that daily walk, and I also participated in a 30-day video series with my Jesus girls from church, and I was also, with all of them, we all did it. We all checked off those 30 days, so that was an excellent thing. It felt so good. In fact, it felt glorious, and this is something that I've continued to put into each day past those first 30 days. I'm still exercising at least twice a day, except I do give myself a day of rest on Sundays now. So I'm walking, or I'm doing a HIIT routine, or I'm finding a video on YouTube. There are so many videos, free video channels out there that you could just plop in front of and get the routine done, knock them out. But that's something that you can do to get out of the slump, is to add movement. Based on my personal experience, I like to move my body now. I never really counted on exercise as part of my weight loss. I believe it contributes maybe a little bit, but as my cardiologist once said to me, before I even started this journey, he told me that it's 95% what I put in my mouth. The biggest bang for your buck is your food choice, which brings me to my second strategy. We gotta deduct the alcohol from our lives if we are struggling. Now friends, it's got to go. if you are in a stall or you have found yourself gaining an unwanted extra 10 pounds, 5-10 pounds, and you're going in the reverse direction that you are wanting to head, you gotta ditch the alcohol. Now that doesn't mean it has to be forever, but you have to keep in mind that your body is going to burn alcohol first before it taps into any fat stores. So if you want your body to be burning fat, you know what you got to do. You got to give up the alcohol for a while. I've done it. I used to be a social red wine drinker over the past couple of years. Then I discovered a wonderful, clean crafted wine that fits perfect with my lifestyle. So I actually started selling this clean crafted wine. And you can find more information about that down in the link below. But anyhow, now I have a full supply of wine in the house. So I went from being a social drinker with friends, maybe a glass or two of wine a month, to enjoying a bottle of wine every weekend at home. And that's not really how I want to roll. So for now, my wine sits very lonely in the racks while I wait patiently for an opportunity to reunite with my friends to share a glass of wine. I'm not giving up red wine forever, but I am giving it up because my jeans were getting snug. And also I think it's hugely instrumental in helping control my hot flashes and night sweats that I've been having. Red wine is a known trigger for flashes. All right, the third strategy I'm using that's keeping me on the straight and narrow is I started tracking again. I know, some of you might hate it, but I love it. I'm an accountant. Did you know that? I love tracking things. I love pie charts and graphs. And guess what? It's helping me stay on track. If you're running off the rails, I suggest you check in with yourself. And there are so many cool apps, and they make it so easy, and they all have a free version too. My favorite is what I just showed you, Carb Manager, and I will drop a link regarding Carb Manager below. But I started tracking to make sure I wasn't going over in my daily carbs. I have another video planned in this Keto Success and Maintenance series, and I'll talk a little bit more about the tweaks I've made with my macros and the food choices I'm making to help in this stage of menopause. But right now I'm experimenting through the month of May, so when that's done, I will report my results to you. All right, the fourth strategy I've used to help me get back on track is we have to take away the snacking again. This was one of my hard and fast rules that I confess to you all I broke for several weeks, sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix, binging on keto food, but still I was eating way too much keto food and it was making me fluffy. Ugh. Yeah, I broke my old rule. And that old dietary dogma to eat and snack all day long to rev up your metabolism, well, that backfired on me big time for almost 30 years. The only thing snacking ever did for me was rev up my insulin, which is my fat storing hormone. So I know better. It was my hard and fast rule, no snacking. I never snacked the whole time I was getting to my healthy weight. Let me tell you, this keto, quarantine, and menopausal season of life has really done a number on me. But I am still struggling a little bit. I haven't snacked, but I'm not gonna lie and tell you that things haven't crossed my mind. And when they do in the evening, I go back and I move my body, I catch up on my tracking, I put one of my other strategies into play so that I've been successful in the no snacking again. The fifth thing that's keeping me on the straight and narrow is being accountable to you. It took me a long time to admit, a few weeks, that I was really struggling, and I was in denial, a little bit of denial, and it got to the point where I just had to be accountable. I started talking to some of my friends that follow the same lifestyle, and what it comes down to for me is personal responsibility. I'm the only one making the choice to sit on the couch all night and binge on Netflix and keto food. I've come way too far to let that happen. I've beat way too many metabolic diseases to even imagine slipping up that badly. So I'm really grateful for those friends that I have in my life, and I'm here for you too. I love hearing from you. I love when you leave me comments. I love the emails that I get in my mailbox, and some days you guys just make me cry, and I feel your struggle. I feel your pain. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a fellow weight loss warrior with you, just sharing from my heart, giving you hopefully some great ideas that will help inspire and motivate and encourage you to carry on with your biggest dreams that you have for yourself in your own healing journey. Yes, I hope that you all have someone in your life that you can lean on when you're struggling. And if not, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll interact with you down there, or email me on my blog. The link to my blog is below. Before you go, don't forget I'm going to leave some links below for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment, share it, and don't forget to subscribe on the link in the corner and hit the bell so you'll be notified first thing when my videos drop on Friday mornings. As always, I encourage you to choose joy, have a great weekend, God bless, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.